Hello, 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 all you wonderful, beautiful people. I am back in Madison, and I am at the Madison Goodwill. And I am hoping that they have some really great stuff inside. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Renee. The channel is Gangleized Treasures, where my family and I are on the hunt for the vintage. And sometimes more modern stuff. I seem to have this problem with cute, but my goal today is to continue from the last video to make sure that I do all the research that I need to do before I decide to buy something, and to find things that have a higher sell-through rate. And usually what that means is, like, there might be 4 listed and 8 sold. Then you know that that item, people are looking for it, they want it, they're buying it. The little I was going to say knickknacks, but that's not what I wanted to say. The trinket boxes that I buy, although I like them, they don't have that high of a sell-through rate. There might be 1,400 listed and 200 sold. So you have to take that 200 and divide the 1,400 into the 200 to get, and then multiply it by 100 to get the percentage of what the sell-through rate is. So you want those two numbers to be as close together as possible. Like if there was 4 listed and 4 sold, then you know that that item has sold 100% of the time. That would be an excellent item to get. So that is my goal today. So I'm going to be super picky, also because I'm moving, and I will update you on the decisions that I made about the shop at the end. But right now, I will see you in the blink of an eye, and we will head in and see if we can find any treasure. This time I decided maybe I should check out the purses. It's not something that I usually do at Goodwill. This one looked like it was a durable fabric, but I couldn't find a maker's mark. Maybe that brown one was leather. Since it's something new, I'm kind of taking it slow. This looked like, because of the way it was made, it was probably vintage. It was suede. The metal on the top made me think that it might be older, and I'm having a terrible time getting it into the cart because I'd like to open it, but I only have one hand. So I finally get it open. I'm hoping to find a tag inside, and there's nothing. So onto the lamps, which is where I usually start, and I can say that I haven't found anything until today. Look at this one back here. I'm sure it's probably brass, but I want to be able to get it out because, see this cord? You can tell from the cord that it's vintage. And I couldn't tell whether that was ceramic or whether it was glass that had been painted. But, okay, I'm going to look for a maker's mark. No maker's mark. Somebody had put felt on the bottom of it. Maybe that was the way it was made. But it does have a finial on it, but I don't know if that is the original finial. And I left it on the shelf because there was only one. If there had been 2. I found these boots on the new cart that they had brought out. They are Mary Lily, and they are in really good shape. So I'm going to look them up. Haven't done much with shoes lately, and I did find the Mickey Mouse waffle maker. And yes, the waffles look like Mickey Mouse. And there is probably a vintage pair of hair curlers, but I skipped that one. Room essentials. This is over in the electronics section. These cameras, I did stop and look them up, but the sell-through rate was not good at all. This would be one of the things that I would normally pick up just because it's so cute. Like, it's just adorable. I don't have a dog that is even black and beige or black and white, but it was really cute. So this is another thing that was cute, but I'm not buying cute. I have to shop smarter. Because I know, as I've said before, I'm feeling the pinch. Now this I picked up, I realized that it wasn't hand carved, it was manufactured, mass produced, and I left it on the shelf. A pumpkin plate, a bee. This was really cute. It had a kitty on the front, and the fact that it was a music box was thrilling to me, but the knob would not turn at all. So that's going to stay there. It's broken, very sad. Seahorses you could put in a bathroom, but I don't think there's any resale value. I don't think there's any resale value in that. It's a cute, art craft that somebody did. Let's see what's on the end cap. Sometimes they put really cute stuff on the end cap. There's some bears and a little dog. That's not good for the dog to be in front of the car. This is more modern than I thought it was. Now this down here, I can look at it and see it's probably very light. And it's modern made to look old. All that crackling is called crazing. And it happens over time, but not on that one. So we're going to go to the next end cap because that aisle had a lot of people in it. I couldn't get my cart through there. And I know that this is a trend, but I just don't quite understand the trend. I'd rather have a beautiful piece of pottery or a beautiful piece of glass than a basket with a whole bunch of wooden balls in it with rhinestones on them. We're going to go to the plates. I thought this was really cool because it had the hobnail on the outside with the gold, but there was no maker's mark. I'm going to look at plates because sometimes you never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you have to dig. Part of the hunt. And this is a Christmas plate. It's a collector's plate. I don't do much with collector's plates, so it stayed there. And I'm going to check the glasses. Oh, look at these. Now, wait a minute. What are these? There are quite a few of them. And I did look them up. And if you have the whole set, they still don't sell for very much. So they stayed on the shelf. And there wasn't all of them anyway. I'm going to check the mugs. I'm really looking for something spectacular. Something to jump out at me. Some saying, or maybe a pottery mug. I thought this one was really cute because it had the flowers on it, but it's Pioneer Woman. I'm going to put it in the cart and look it up. These are probably old, but there was only 2 and there was no maker's mark. So they stayed. This one's cute. Valentine's Day is coming up, but I don't know that my shop is going to be open by Valentine's Day. So that would not be a good pickup even for Valentine's Day for me right now. A cup on the bottom I thought I wanted to look at. I didn't. We're in the vases now. Green, blue, Santa ones. Now, this is interesting. It just has that look of being old, and some of the, look at that, the rim around there has so much wear on it. They wanted $3.99 for it. I did peel it back. There was no maker's mark. I'm going to look up these boots, and it turns out that there are none sold and none listed. So let's go down, what you call this, the hard goods aisle, the trinket aisle. This was a tile that I kind of like the colors. It's kind of in the yellow, brown, folly colors, but it's from Rivertown. It had a C on it, so even if it's just one initial, you have to find the right person to buy it. And I decided to leave it, and I didn't even look it up. Now, those 2 blue vases, I missed them because I was so intrigued by these 2. They look like they're hand-painted, but they are ceramic from Jesus Marie, and I looked them up, and there were none listed and none sold. They were only 99 cents. I thought about getting them just because they were 99 cents. These are Boyd's Bears. They did have the tag on them. I probably should have looked them up, but I have researched Boyd's Bears before. Now that piece I love. I'm hoping that's Italian, and that piece is gorgeous also. And this piece is kind of light and no maker's mark. And this was kind of nice, but very modern. I didn't see much resale value in it. This has some age to it, though. $5.99, made in Japan. I gotta read it upside down. But look at the wear on it. Almost all of the gold is worn off. So she's gonna stay on the shelf. And we're just gonna bypass this one because we talked about that picture already. I probably should have looked at that white picture or that white vase. Sometimes I pass things and then later I go, oh, what did I do? This is very modern. You can tell by the sticker. Like the two blue vases on the other aisle, I probably should have looked those up. Those could have been Hager. This was really neat because it was first issue for Morning Jewels because it was 3D, but it is a collector's plate. This had lots of color, but no maker's mark. And these albocans looked really neat, but they have so much wear on them, so much chipping. No maker's mark, and this was actually had tree bark on it. This is absolutely adorable. It is so cute. It's $1.99. I almost bought it just because it was cute, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to shop smarter. This is Everlast forged aluminum, and I did look it up, and there wasn't one like it, and there's like 14 listed and one sold, and like for less than $10. There's an actual hole punch, and look, and a big tin. You could use it for a trash can. This was kind of cute, but when I picked it up and realized what it was, I was like, oh, that's very modern. The letter C. These, I could not figure out what they were. And one-handed, it was a little difficult. I probably should have turned the camera off. But they are candle holders. A whole bunch of candle holders in there. Wasn't something that I was interested in. And I thought that was one of them. I'm like, no, that's a lid. More tins. This is a cheese cutter. A little worn on the handle. It is marble. And we're in the metal section, as you can tell. I missed the two. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name. You would put a line in them. Luminaries. No, it's not luminaries. There's something else. I used to live in New Mexico. You'd think I'd know that. But you put a line in them and put them outside. I did say that I would update you on the shop. When I got back here, I looked at the garage and I realized that we were going to have to use the garage as the place where we put all of the boxes as we pack them. So it's always been a hot mess garage, but it's always been a hot mess because there's just been, stuff. But now it's a hot mess garage because you almost can't fit no more stuff in here, but it's all boxed up now. So this box right here is most of my shop that is left. I decided after I got here and realized how much space we were going to need to put boxes, which, as you can see, there are boxes all over the place. And this, the dehumidifier, it's out here too, to get ready to go on the truck. So I realized how much room we were going to need for boxes and that we were going to have to move some furniture out here. And literally I can slide through. This is a box here and this is the shelves there, and I can just slide through between the two. So I made a really tough decision. All of the plush that I had has been redonated. Some of the ceramics that I had has been redonated. I took a hard look at what I had in the shop, and if it had no views and no watchers, it's gone now. I took the shop from about 300 items, and when it got to 300, I decided I'm not taking it over 300. I took it down from 300 to about 150. So I have some glass pieces left, some glass vases. The clothes are still in the file cabinet. I'll show you my filing system in a minute, but it would take a lot to get from here to there. And this is the pottery. These are some Christmas plates right here. And oh, the vases are over here. So from 300 to about 157, 160, I cut the shop almost in half. And I put my shop on vacation mode. And then I realized, if this is all I have, why am I putting my shop on vacation mode? I need it on vacation mode for the next week or two. It will stay on vacation mode. But after that, I could go through and take out all the clothes. They could get stored. And I have this plus all my jewelry. So, you know, there might be 50 pieces in there of stuff. The vases are kind of small. All of the Oster bases went back except for the German one that I still have in the car. I figured out that the shop doesn't have to be on complete shutdown while we're in transition between moving. This Tupper can go in my car and stay in my car. Like I said, I will have to take the clothes out because they're in a file cabinet, and the whole file cabinet will just go in the storage unit. But my jewelry is at Ramanda's house, and it is in a small Tupperware tray, so it will be easy to get to. I do need to remind Ramanda not to pack that with the shop stuff, though. So the shop won't have to be on vacation mode for 3 months. And not thinking, I was at a couple of auctions and bought some jewelry lots. So I will have more stuff to post. Came in the back door. So there's the freezer, there's the tuppers, that's the dog tupper, and as you can see, everything's packed. Like I said, there's just this little walkway that you can slide through, and there's more boxes down there and more boxes up there and more stuff up there that needs to be packed. So it was a hot mess garage just because I had all my stuff out here. Like I said, now it's a hot mess garage because it's all full of boxes. But today is Monday. You will see this video on Wednesday. On Friday, this garage will be emptied because we will be loading the truck. And on Saturday, we will be leaving and heading for St. Louis. So hopefully maybe on Friday's video. No, not on Friday's video, because I'll have it ready to go Thursday night. Maybe on the next Monday's video, I can show you the hot mess garage, and it will be absolutely empty or almost empty. And this is my file cabinet, and I just have every item numbered, and then the file drawers, everything's already ready to go. All it needs is a thank you card put in it. But like I said, since it's in the file cabinet, those will probably go to storage. So I know I have the outro coming up. I just wanted to pop in here and give you guys that quick update. And you know we appreciate each and every one of you. And the outro will be here in the blink of an eye. I came out empty-handed. Trying to make sure that, well, as you notice when you watch the film, I'm still drawn to all the things that I was drawn to before. Even some cute things. The leaded glass, I thought, you know, that's gonna be it. That's something I can buy and flip. I've bought those before and sold those before and made a profit. But that one was a smaller size and only had 2 colors. And I even using eBay, where you can take a picture of it and it shows you what it is. eBay didn't know what it was. And putting it in as leaded glass lamp shade. Didn't come up with anything either. It was $1.99. I could have bought it anyway and taken a chance on it, but that's not my goal, is to find things to take a chance on. Everything else, I think it goes back to what I've been talking about since December. You know, part of finding these items that have the higher sell-through rate is going to be look up everything before you leave the store. So I thought, oh, surely I'll just look it up when I get home. No, not anymore. Rule is, look up everything before you leave the store. And I didn't even buy anything for me or Ramanda or the house or David. So it was a good trip. A little bit of a new learning curve, maybe. But thank you so much for coming along on this adventure. And this Goodwill always has the music on, always has it really loud. So I'm sorry it had to be a voiceover. And hopefully soon, after we get moved and get settled, Ramanda and I will be able to go out, hopefully at least once every couple of weeks together, and be able to have some banter and be able to talk. And the other place I might go this week is I might go to one of our favorite spots, down to the River West Antique Mall, or might just come back here to the Goodwill because their stuff turns over. They put new stuff out every day. And just because you've been to the Goodwill, unless you know and you've been to that Goodwill long enough and you know that their stuff stays on the shelf for a week, you can probably still go back and find new stuff if you go back later in the same week. Be sure and like the video. Thank you so much for all your likes and all your comments. Go ahead and subscribe. You can follow along on this journey. Be sure and hit the notification button so you know when the new videos come out as we go on this new season of learning to, let's say, shop smarter. And to do that, I have to be sure and put things back on the shelf, even if I think they're cute. And as always, remember, you are blessed to be a blessing. So go out and make today a great day.